Less than 2 months.
Hello.
Godly ambition is going to be here. But here's the deal. Because we love you guys, give you guys the intro in the first 3 chapters immediately, right now. Okay. So,
and because we love you guys even more.
we put together a little free resource. If you're like, I don't know about the book. So if you click the link, clarify your calling worksheet. This is a ambition action worksheet. It's on the website. So you put in your name and email.
And we'll send it straight to you.
Here we go. The road to impact. So this is completely free. This is a VIN diagram. This is a free resource for those of you guys who are trying to figure out what your calling is. Now, I love VIN diagrams. I have a chapter in the book, the 3rd chapter, all about calling. And so if you see here, there's 3 different sections. We got vocation. Vocation is your vocation. What do you get paid to do today, right? How do you earn money? When I went down the pursuit of trying to figure out my calling, I took inventory. What was I getting paid to do? I was getting paid to work with adults with developmental disabilities, and I was getting paid a little bit of money to do music and to do video. That's where I was at, right? Passion. What I love doing. What do I love doing? I loved making music. I wasn't making a ton of money making music, but I loved it. I loved leading Bible studies. I love teaching the Bible. I love teaching young adults. That's what I love doing. And then mission. Where do my gifts overlap with the world's needs? Vocation, what do you get paid to do? Passion, what do you love doing? Mission, where do my gifts overlap with the world's needs? The overlap of these 3 things is what we would say is your calling. It's not your purpose, because God designs your purpose. The designer gets to define what he created for, okay? The designer gets to define what he created for. You don't get to choose your purpose. God already declared your purpose. Your purpose is to know him and make him known. Your assignment may change. Your purpose doesn't change, but your assignment may change. So if you are a new mom, for example, when you have a baby, you may have been, I got this Etsy business I was trying to build up. I was trying to build up this YouTube change. Well, your assignment changed because you got a baby. The baby latches onto you for sustenance, okay? That's a different season than you were in. Your assignment changes. Your calling, though, this is what I think many of us are hoping to figure out. What is my calling? What am I here for, right? That's the overlap of mission, vocation, and passion. And by the way, and sometimes you might get to your calling, and it may not always be your full-time sustainable thing. But if you want it to be, that's kind of some of the things we're trying to explore and how to get you guys there in the book, okay?
Yeah. And this isn't just a 1-pager. This then goes on to actually help you figure out how to fill this out for yourself. So there's multiple pages here where you can list out, gives you instructions. You can fill it out yourself.
It says, fill in the list below, brainstorm, and feel free to write down anything that applies to that category. You may already know what your niche is, but this practice may bring clarity to your current idea. Once this idea is complete, reference this page to fill in your diagram on the following page. So this is, what are you good at? What do you love doing? Okay, so what am I good at? Man, the things I'm good at and what I love doing aren't always the same. I love playing basketball.
Hello.
But guess what? I'm not very good at playing basketball. Okay? So you could put everything down. You just kind of brain dump here, right? What can you get paid for? So like I was getting paid to work with adults with developmental disabilities, but I could also gotten paid for doing more mixing work. I could also got paid for doing more video editing, more shooting, right? So maybe you're not getting paid for it now, but what could you get paid for? And then this is, what does the world need? What does the world need? So if you're a rapper, like I was, you got to be sober with yourself and say, does the world need another rapper right now?
Uh-oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Or does that just kind of remain in the passion category while you figure out other things? Or you have to have a different unique slant. You have to have a different unique value proposition as a rapper, right? That might be like, oh, I love doing this. And so you find the overlap of all these different things. And then you go down here, reference your list from the previous page and fill it in the diagram. So then you take that list, you fill it in here, right? Where my gifts overlap with the world needs, where you can get paid to do. These are different things you might be like, hey, I could get paid to clean. Okay, like that's something you get paid to do, right?
What do Wes Huff, KB from Southside Rabbi, Ninjas of Butterflies, Josh Nadeau all have in common? They're all going to be with me live at Bless God Summit 2026 here at the Seabird Resort in Oceanside, California, while we're right on the water. Now, those of you guys that attended the first Bless God Summit, the 400 of you, we heard you loud and clear. We're keeping the prices the same at a nicer resort The lineup is gonna be even more incredible. We're bringing back some of the speakers, and we're even renting out the Oceanside Amphitheater for the most incredible night of music and outreach. My man Dustin Tavella, who won America's Got Talent, is coming back, and an additional lineup of performers that are all gonna be performing here at the Oceanside Amphitheater, the final night of the Bless God Summit. We heard your requests. The kids' tickets, ages are going up. The resort is even nicer. We won't be sitting down as much. We'll be out networking. Some of the sessions will even be outside on the water, all with the vision of leaning into worldview, virtue, and impact. March 5th, 6th, and 7th here in Oceanside, California. Bless God Summit. Go to blessgodsummit.com and get your tickets now.
And down here, you say, what do you love doing? What is the things you're passionate about? Some of you guys are like, oh, I love playing video games. Okay, well, are you an elite level video game player where you can do incredible things? Now, again, all of this is in the macro purpose of to know God and make him known. Yeah. Your calling is you're trying to figure out the overlap of these three things. And in here, you said, based on your brainstorm, what are some possible callings you can pursue in this season? How would you pursue these callings to bring God glory? What is one next practical step you can take this week to step more fully into your calling? Okay, so check. So the cool part is this is free. You guys go in, fill this out, and then you get a series of emails kind of going over these ideas deeper and reminding you about the book, which may help, I think will help unpack this even more. Again, this is the third chapter in the book. This chart is in there, and I think you guys will hugely benefit from it, because I think sometimes, like if I'm going off of what I love doing, so much of the culture and society is just telling you like, what do you love to do? What do you love to do? What do you love to do? What are you passionate about? What do you love to do? And the reality is like, you may love to do things that you're just not good at yet. Like I love to do things, or you may love to do things that you don't have you may have a limited ability and a capacity to excel at. Meaning that I love basketball, but I had a limited ability and capacity to become an elite level player. Me and LeBron James graduated the same year of high school. That's crazy to say out loud. Okay, class of 2003. Our birthdays are a day apart. I got cut my sophomore year off of JV, and LeBron was already a phenom, and we were all talking about him my senior year of high school. We knew who LeBron James was.
Whoa.
My senior year of high school. Think about that for a second.
Yeah.
So I love playing basketball, but there's clearly a massive disparity in just a capacity set of where I was and where LeBron was. So was basketball my calling? No. But if I go back here and say, what are you good at? Oh, I was pretty good at technology. I was on we had KUSI, which was our daily news broadcast. I was in that class. I knew technology. What could you get paid to do? Well, at the time, no one was really using software to edit video. So I probably could have made a little bit of side money by editing videos, right? Maybe making music for people. What does the world need? The world always needs entertainment. The world always needs new content, new media. So maybe I take the passion of basketball, I package it with knowing video. I could get paid for video. What does the world need? It needs entertainment, needs commentary. And maybe my calling could have been that I'm not good enough to play basketball as a professional, but I could have been a basketball commentator. I could have started a basketball podcast. I could have started a basketball YouTube channel, right? You see this now with guys who started in rap music, and they have one of the biggest podcasts in the world called It Is What It Is, which is Cameron and Mace.
Okay.
Right? So they were good at basketball. Were they LeBron James level good? No. But they're good enough to talk about it a couple hours a day, right? And so it's one of those things that like...
That's interesting,
You could find a lane in something that is not the thing that you thought it was, but it can lead to the thing. The thing can lead to the thing. As a follower of Jesus, you also you have to factor in, how does this bring glory to God? What brings the most amount of glory to God? Me doing a basketball podcast with my ability to communicate, my ability to leverage technology, my passions, would that bring the most glory to God? Probably not. And so instead of going the basketball podcast route, I leaned into my faith more. I leaned into cultural commentary more. There was a bigger need here, right? It was a more fertile space. And that's how I arrived at doing what I'm doing now, right? Which I was able to take that same skill set of communicating and I stacked it towards new skills like learning to write and learning to speak, publicly speak more.
Come on.
And so now I have a book coming out. Hopefully you guys will all pre-order it. It helps us a ton. It's like $24. I've ever helped you in any way, shape, or form. If this helped you, please pre-order the book. It helps a ton. Less than 2 months out. Now I took the skill set of communicating on YouTube, and I'm communicating in a different forum, and I'm communicating public speaking. I'm putting together talks. I'm learning Keynote. And so you're just adding more and more things to the skill set that you already have to lean more into this calling. Again, your purpose and your calling aren't the same thing. We're all created in purpose to know God and make him known. The calling is how do we execute that within the space and time that we're operating within a 2025 context, right? So hopefully this is helpful. I want all you guys to go. Zach pinned it in the chat. Go fill this out. Print it out, like literally print it out, to carve out some time, think, pray, and write this stuff out and see if it perhaps leads to some clarity with regards to this tension that many of us feel, trying to figure out what are we supposed to be doing. Because here's the deal part. 2025 versus 2003, there's so many more options. I don't even know if a podcast existed in 2003.
Hello.
So it was like, oh, I love playing basketball. Guess I suck at basketball because I got cut for my JV team. That's it. My second best way to fulfill that desire to play basketball is to go and play in a rec league. That's it. There's so many more options in 2025 than there are in 2003.
That's crazy.
It's also more competitive, but we've never been through a time like this in history. So like take inventory of these things, but ultimately also consider the times that we're living in. And that's the whole point of Godly Ambition, which you should go pre-order. Helps us out a ton. And I really think this is going to be a massive blessing to many of you guys. So click the link in the pinned comment below, download that free workshop, and if you can, pre-order the new book. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. If you liked it, then hit the like button. If you liked it a lot and have a thought to share, leave a comment. If you are listening to this on the podcast app, make sure to leave a review, and you could even leave a comment over there. And if you want to watch another video that is recommended just for you, hit this video over here. Let me know if they nailed it. Also, you can partner with us monthly, which helps us out a lot in our monthly community, get access to early drops and all that kind of good stuff over here. All right, I'll see you over there. Peace.